Okay, this is game 2. I'm already in a game. It turns out I ran into a bunch of hackers, and I think they're the real exception. I mean, my rule is to kind of try to play the games raw and just include whatever happens, but it just, like, was not fun. I ran into, like, 3 hacker games in a row, and it's just... I can't deal with it. So, I'm just going to try to play it from here, and it's not uncommon to get 2 games in a row without hackers, so see if I can get something to happen. I think there's a Blatant Killer hacker in there, but maybe he'll get banned. Like, whenever I start taking hearts damage, like, no matter what happens, like, if I'm getting damage whichever way I go, and it's just kind of incessant, I assume that there's a hacker, because, like, if someone's swinging randomly, they'd never hit you, like, 1 out of 1 times. They'd always miss. This is gonna be good. I can get some good loot from this. Okay. Last episode I said there'd be a big announcement, and it is as follows. I have a new channel. And this new channel is about powerlifting, which I've been doing for about 2 years. I've been doing it with the intent of improving for that long, so I record my sets, and for that reason it makes very good, easy content to just upload. So I felt like I should mention it here just to connect these 2 channels. Like, I can't imagine there's a huge overlap between the interests of the people who are watching now versus the people who would be interested in watching a powerlifting channel. And it's not just powerlifting, it's also calisthenics and climbing, but that's okay. I kind of just wanted to connect the 2. So anyway, I do have a list of topics aside from that. Current events, for 1, I got Eternal. Awesome. And for 2, I played around with my LavyMod settings, so you can see that it's completely different now. And I also don't know what happened to my sidebar, but it's not that important. I'll cope for this game. See if I can fiddle around with it. Get it back. But it kind of feels weird not having it there. Topic numero 1. I kind of just wanted to mention some of my previous videos where I don't talk, because that's never happened before, but sometimes I just have audio playing in the background, and I've gotten complaints about it, and just because this is the first time I'm kind of giving my channel a voice, I want to mention that that's just me watching stuff in the background. It's not because I'm trying to add any entertainment value to my videos or whatever. It's just because I can't record a single app. I actually tried for a while to get that to work, but I couldn't figure it out. So that's why my videos are like that. And I don't know. I don't think it actually bugs anyone, but the motivation behind it is non-existent. Let's see. Do I have anything to craft? This... Oh. This game is going like pretty much exactly the same as one of the ones with the previous episodes. Like, I've pretty much gone to the exact same locations, maybe in a different order, but interesting. Coincidence? I think not. Okay, topic numero 2. I'm thinking of uploading some videos on the charts I've been making, and I had some screenshots from them last video, and I realized that it would be pretty easy and it would kind of make them more long-lasting if I just added some videos and put those together, because right now they're just in one medium, and I don't mind combining mediums, like lifting and YouTube production. Although, I don't think this is a huge... If I sunk more time into this, I think I would do more advertising, but I have done none of that as of yet, as you probably know. If you're watching this, I probably just know you in-game or something. Maybe I'll buy $100,000 worth of Instagram ads. I'll get a channel with millions of followers and use that. It's so weird looking up here for my coordinates. MSRT 107. It's like I switch one thing and it's no longer second nature. That's annoying. At points in the game like this, it's unclear what the perfect move is to do. Like, the drop is the obvious go-to, but I don't know. If I just like wandered around, I could probably go after that guy. I think they're about equally good as things to do. I think one of the main reasons people die is for, like, just they decide to run because they're scared to fight. But people should probably... Okay, that was kind of awesome. I heard him drop down. I don't know why he did that. He could have just come... I think he could have come around and just knocked me down with a fishing rod. That would have worked better. Okay, GG. There's my eternal. Okay. Oh, on the topic of wins, it's the first time in a while, I think, where there's no one really on my back. Like, Calamity stopped playing, as far as I'm aware, and Ponies is way ahead of me. So there's no huge motivation to get tons of wins. But I'm like 1,300 away from number 2, which would be actually pretty awesome, given the last time it happened. That'd be like a huge throwback, actually. But instead of Rebel, it would be Unique. No, not Unique, Jason. So if I could do that, it would be cool. But I guess part of me is okay with only getting 2 wins a day because I'm still top 10. There's nobody on my back. I don't have to keep anybody from passing me. It's pretty chill. I just get to play kind of consistently. And the most fun gameplay I feel is when I'm playing consistently, and I play pretty well, and I'm just able to get wins casually, where I'm not focused on de-rusting. And yeah. Okay, let's see. I think just because I mentioned it last video, I'm going to talk about some of the upgrades I'm thinking of making to my computer, just because I might as well meander into as many topics as I can come up with. The 3rd gen Ryzen CPUs are amazing. Their IPC is pretty much, well, I mean, it is obviously unparalleled, like literally. Maybe aside from iPhone A12 stuff or whatever, but that's kind of by the by. Whoa. Oh, Blante. I don't even know this guy. Why would he target me? That was my fault that I died, though. Should have just run. Rip. Okay. Well, I'll be more careful next time. At this rate, hopefully I'll be able to get a similar win rate as I did last video, sorry. Maybe that's my tolerance level. If I can set that up as my tolerance level, I think these would still be pretty entertaining. Okay. So 3900X, I think would be a great upgrade. Like, if the value proposition weren't 1 core for like $86, then I don't think I'd go with it. If it were the same as like a 6900X versus 6800X or 6800K or 6700K, then I wouldn't. But because it's like the same dollar for dollar, core for core, 3900X, and it's also X570, which is nuts. So some X570 board and 3900X, and then I think I like the look of Trident Z RAM. So like 32 gigs of that, 2x16. I'm just speaking aloud because I'm like, these parts have wooed me. I'm just speaking aloud because I'm thinking of making some purchases. 1080 Ti's on the used market are crazy good value right now. For $400, you can get the same performance as like a 2080 because the new 20 series cards aren't that big of an improvement. Or it would probably be like 5% worse than 2080 Super, because the 2080 Super is a ripoff. I'm just going to kill this person for some enchanting levels. Oh, and no first blood. I'll kill this guy as well, just so that I can be sure I can enchant both weapons. Sometimes I use 2 levels on one enchantment, in which case I'd be kind of out of luck. Wow. I'm half an armor bar below full iron. I'll come back to enchant later. Right now my primary focus will be to kill a few people. I mean, the only chance I'm going to improve my setup right now is to kill someone who has like a rod or something. And I'd imagine that like half the people I kill will have rods, so that's my primary goal at the moment. In my kind of informal order of operations. Wow, that guy was so good. And he had like a bunch of diamonds too. And a rod. Wow, could not have asked for more. Once I get sticks, I will be like totally set. I don't know. I think it's actually way more interesting to watch a game where someone just like wrecks, where they just like plow through a bunch of people. But it shows way more skill if you can win a game without that. If you can just win a game, in the worst case, squeeze water from stone and come back from the depths of nothingness. But this game doesn't look like that, so I guess you'll just see what a decent player could do, which is winning with good stuff. But maybe, well, now that I think about it, the players with really good win rates like Valk and Honey, I think really they play conservatively because you don't have to squeeze anything for anything. You can just kind of idly wait by and then beat one person. And that's nothing against them. If your goal is winning, then I think they've found a good formula. But as far as getting kills and just like wrecking people is concerned and coming up with interesting games, I think my playstyle wins. Like, I don't know if it's apparent or not, but my number one priority most of the time is killing people. So finding and killing people kind of creates a situation in which you can, well, obviously you can die more frequently, but also like it speaks in the stats. My kills back like 2 years ago in the Frozer stats, where you could get a lot more out of President. No. I kind of want this guy to die. This is like the only guy, well, this is one of the few players who is good at dodging arrows. Like, there are some top players who can't. Oh my god, I can't believe I missed him. Okay. It's kind of impossible to dodge the fletched arrow, the like scatter arrows. If he had just gone into melee, I can't say I would have bowed. I think I would have just, like, I was doing fine. I think I would have just meleeed, but when people start to run, I justify to myself that bowing is like the only real option. Like, either I chase and fall for their kiting, or I die, or I prolong the game. My game. Man, like, President was playing so, like, all the things around his melee, like, were totally fine. He was rotting fine, he was dodging quite well. Like, most of the things he was doing were completely fine, but he didn't get me low. I mean, I guess maybe he was scared. That's the conclusion to draw. I think there are very few circumstances under which it's not worth wasting a compass usage on checking whether or not people are near you while enchanting. Okay. Should I wait? Kill him with my... Okay, those games were fine. GG. Talked about a few things, but I have a whole week to do so it'll be good. See you next time.